Greetings, multicasters. Thank you for taking a moment out of your day to join me to go over a new tech tip. My name is Lance Steiner, and we're going to go over the Webex Admin portal today. With this move of being remote and trying to collaborate with the differences of ways we're going to communicate, meetings have become extremely important, and the Webex Admin has a lot of tools that some of us may not be aware of as it's become a more focal point of management. So let me go ahead and pull up the website. All right, so we're here at the admin.webex.com site. This is a demo environment, so on this one, we're just looking at a strict demo account. There are bots in here to try and generate traffic, but this is where you would locate your site and or other sites if you've got more than one. So what we'll start with is just a quick overview of if you go to your site, so you just click up here on the top left, you can go to subscriptions, and this will show you what your current subscription is. So I think this is a trial, so we're just getting the 1,000 meeting licenses here. They show you if you have any WebExes, how many messages you're set up for, your WebEx teams. And so this is just a good spot to come and see what your subscriptions are and how much consumption you're doing of those. And going from there, we will go to our overview. This is another little view of what's happening inside our environment. All right, and then from inside here, you'll click on the services, and then, like I said, we're just focusing on meeting. We'll focus on other videos later on to go over some of these other features that we have here, but we're gonna click on our sites. We only have the one site here. You click on that to pull up the menu on the side, and we're going to click on Configure Site. Once this gets pulled up, you have all these access to all these settings. And like I said, we'll do a deep dive into a lot of this in a different video, but for this one, for a small tech tips, we're gonna focus on site options. And then inside the common settings, inside your site for WebEx is where you can start setting a lot of information that's just particular to you. One of them is that depending on your time zone, if you want to fix that. So this will be where all the meetings are being sent. So if you guys are located in Central or Eastern, if you want to change that to the different one to be your default time zone, this is where you would set that up. Scrolling down, we talk about notifications. This is where we can change some of the displays, enable video. The one I want to get down to is if you also want to restrict any type of content sharing inside those meetings, is enable meeting rooms. And so this is a pretty big object of concern with security when we start hosting meetings, and if people are just meeting on the fly and it's not scheduled, how do we ensure those meetings are still being locked down, or at least with the security that we want on it? And so we can come in here, we can change if you want the meeting room to be email of preference, if you want first name. Coming down here, you can change it to where you allow your host to change their personal meeting room URLs, and then you can change it to where the people that access these are anyone that can enter an unlocked room. So if you're more worried about ensuring that signed in users are accessing these personal meeting rooms, you can check that here. And the option I wanted to bring up is the automatically locked personal rooms. And so this is if the host starts an event and you're worried about people accessing the meeting that might not have permission, or if you want to ensure that those that are trying to access it either get allowed into after the host starts it. By checking this, you can set it to allow, and then just giving you a secure warning that, hey, if you lock this, people are not going to be able to access those meetings after the host starts it. So I'm just going to hit no, but you can set it for however minutes you want after the user starts the meeting. So this is extremely important that after, let's say, a minute that the host starts it, it will then lock the room. Anybody trying to access it will get put in the lobby, and then the host will have to allow that person to get in. And to wrap it up with the last portion I want to show on today's tech tip is the third-party integration. And this is inside the common settings is where we can connect with Office 365. You'd have to do a add new authorization to allow WebEx to hit into your Office 365 environment to be a tenant administrator. But this is we do have the ability to connect with Office 365 and launch meetings directly from inside their email or from the teams that they've got. And that's mostly what I wanted to show today. So everybody, thank you for taking the time again. I hope you're doing well, and we will see you on the next tech tip. Thank you.